I'm Dr. Belén Lawless, and I'm a general neurologist. Well, I was originally born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, but we moved away when I was very young, and we moved around a lot growing up, and I spent most of my time here in the United States. I went to Loyola University for my undergrad, and that's where I met my husband. And then in my early 20s, I became an American citizen, something that I'm very, very proud of. I always felt like this was home, and I really love this country and the values that make it so special. So then I did my medical school training at University of Illinois, and then I stayed there for my residency training as well. And now I have 2 young children and 2 wonderful dogs, and actually we just got some chickens and some ducks too, so the family's growing. I was originally in business school, and I did like science and other classes, so I was taking childhood psychopathology class, and there was one day in particular, we were watching this video on Tourette's and autism, and as I was sitting there and at the desk watching this video, and I was listening to these kids tell their stories and listening to their struggles and these mothers with children with autism and what they had to go through. And by the end of the video, I was just bawling. I was crying, and it was one of those, I just had this epiphany where I said, if I could help just one person have a better life, that it would make my life have more meaning. And so I quit business school and started figuring out what I had to do for medical school. And I was behind because I had done, so many years in business, but as they say, the rest is history. In terms of neurology, my aunt had multiple sclerosis, and I've always just been interested in the brain and the mind. I always found it fascinating, and so it really wasn't very hard for me to decide upon that specialty. Well, they can expect a very thorough evaluation and a lot of transparency. But one thing that I very highly value is patient-centered care. And so I see the physician-patient relationship as a team, and I will expect patients to be very actively involved in their in the process of, coming down with the diagnosis and the workup, and then in the treatment. And, a lot of people feel like the disease defines who they are, but really, we try to work away from that. And I have a holistic approach, and I believe that it's not just about medicine. There's a lot of things that impact the disease state and illness. And so I really expect patients to take an active role in their own healing too. Well, when I interviewed here, there was really no doubt that the people that worked here were just so nice. And on top of that, I could really sense that Good Samaritan really values the community and does what it can to empower the community. And in addition, there was also no doubt that patients come first here, and those are all values that are very important to me as well. I have a lot of hobbies. I love sports. I love to be outside. I like to golf and play soccer and tennis and go hiking. I also like to draw and read, but probably the thing that's not maybe a hobby, but the thing that I love most is to spend time with my family. So my favorite health tip is that whatever's good for the heart and the body is good for the brain. So drink lots of water, stay very hydrated, get good sleep, stay active and do exercise to your abilities, and most importantly is eat healthy and eat well-balanced meals.